So welcome back to the channel, and this is my 2008 Toyota Tundra with the 5.7, 240,000, now 241,000 miles, and I paid $4,000 for it. Great deal, great condition. And in the previous video, we went ahead and we did the first oil change for this truck, and I talked about how doing an oil change on your vehicle yourself and on any used vehicle can tell you and save you a lot about your vehicle. The oil is going to tell you about contamination, some of it obvious, some of it you can mail out to get tested. And then just taking a look at the filters, like in this case, the pleats are exposed. We can see if there's any metal, bearing material, or anything that's going on, how much sludge is in there. But if you have a traditional filter, you can cut it open and really get an idea of what's going on with your oil. But after posting that video, I took a look at a couple of comments, and people made comments about the oil filter cap on this truck. And they noticed that it was not the correct one for this one and possibly a cheap aftermarket one, which can be really bad. I didn't know that. I thought that's what the truck came with and what it called for, but I didn't question it. And checking my emails, I had a whole bunch of emails from a bunch of different viewers, and they provided me the part numbers, the explanation of how the oil filter caps, and the biggest thing that everybody said was that, hey, you probably need to change this or this thing could really mess up your engine. Now, in that video, the major concern was the tube and the oil filter cap, and we'll see in just a sec, popped out when I pulled out the filter. And it came out really easy. And I thought that's the way it's supposed to be. I was able to snap it back in place, but it did come out pretty easy, so I didn't really think too much of it. But another concern was the fact that the tube to slide the filter on required a lot of pressure. And because it is a aluminum one, this truck didn't come with one. It's obviously that it appears that the previous owner or whoever he took it to, maybe the old cap got stripped, damaged, broke, cracked, whatever the case may be. He put this in there because there was a cheap replacement, maybe off of Amazon. I don't know. We're going to find out. We're going to take a look at it. Maybe it is the upgraded model. Maybe it is the one that you can upgrade on this truck. I really doubt it, but we're going to find out all that by changing the oil filter cap. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at what we got and kind of show you exactly what the issue is. So today I went to the Toyota dealer. I picked up the correct oil filter cap. They're very proud of it. This thing's like 60 bucks. Yeah, a little expensive. This is the part number. Viewers provided me this part number, and I did double check with my VIN, so thank you for that information. And yeah, this is the housing. Obviously, it's a big difference. The one under there is aluminum. And the biggest thing was that this tube right over here, I was able to pop it out. If you look at the way it's mounted, unless you break it, this thing is not coming out. So definitely a big difference. Now, if you're going to buy this, another thing to keep in mind, either you need to get a new one of these, which is the drain cap, or buy it. I just bought it because we're going all original. This was like $5, pretty cheap, but I think it's really ridiculous that if you spend this type of money, it doesn't at least come with it, and then you can buy it if it's broken or stripped or anything like that. But whatever, Toyota Nation. And another thing I learned, the oil filters at the dealership, they're like $5, which I think is stinking awesome. And not only is it like $5, maybe $5 and some change, the good thing about it too, it comes with this, the washer for the drain plug. Yeah, so for $5 you get all that. So we'll definitely be keeping that. It does come with the O-rings for the cap, and especially for the drain plug cap, so make sure you double check that. These feel good. I'm going to go ahead and use them. They'll be perfectly fine. And like I was talking about earlier with the way the filter fit, this I can easily pop it in like little to no effort, pull it out. The other one was a fight. So let's get into the truck. Let's take that old one out and let's compare. I get the purpose of this cover, but it is annoying that you got to remove it every oil change. I mean, it is a good idea, but really. Yep, that works. Now, typically there's like 5, but I got a bolt that's broken, so you know, that part. So as you can see right over here, this is our oil filter cap. It is aluminum, and it's not supposed to be aluminum. And I really don't see any markings that say that it is a factory upgrade or replacement, so we're just gonna delete on it. Check this out. Yeah, that just comes apart. Just like that. And it just snaps in. Well, actually, no, it really does not snap in. Well, it does. But then when you go to pull the filter out, the tube comes out with it. So that is not ideal. Let's get this thing out. This is very warm. This is a little mangled. But the way this one is set up is it just right in there, snaps in, but it doesn't stay. I mean, I guess at one point it might have, but that's just not cool. And then once you pop this in, well, now it comes out, but before it did not want to do that. And let's see. Any markings? Ah, there we go. The viewers have saved my truck. Dun 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 dun. Dorman. This is insane. I can't believe I missed that. Made in China. Dorman. This is garbage. This would have ruined my truck. I mean, would have ruined my truck? I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe. Probably. But the quality is just not there. This is not supposed to be moving out like that. I mean, this... Yeah. And in comparison, I don't know how it comes out on camera, but this is like all one piece. This actually pushes down like a spring. This one, I don't know. I think it just broke over here just through time. But then again, it has like a little dimple right there. Oh, regardless, it's got to go. Now, before we move any forward, let's double check our pleats. So I'm not changing the oil. You might be asking, are you draining the oil? I'm not. And the reason is that I've probably only put like maybe a couple hundred miles, maybe 500 at most. I am running the Valvoline Restore and Protect. So we probably got, let me think about it, probably about 500 miles. And I want to keep that oil running. But so far, looking at it, I mean, it's definitely... The filter's definitely doing its job. There's definitely some dirt and gunk in there. I don't see metal, so that's always good. Toyota. We got one piece right there. So after going through all the pleats, there's one little speck right in here that the filter caught. Just keep going. Yeah, only one piece of metal, but my money is, because how shiny that is, it's probably from this over here. The oil looks good. That looks good. So, all right, let's go ahead. Let's put this back in the truck. Is everything here? Go ahead and wipe all this excess off. This is actually a good follow-up because I actually changed the two O-rings, or maybe it was three O-rings. I think it was two O-rings behind the oil filter housing because I was having a lot of oil right over here, which I guess I didn't get all of it. Whoops. It's all good. But either way, it is dry. I have no leaks. The pan, the skid plate doesn't have oil on it. So it was actually dripping pretty good, but nice and dry. So nice follow-up to that. Well, I'm glad that's done. And that's going to give me a lot better peace of mind. It's unfortunate to see that Dorman part in there, but I get it. I mean, it's $20. I think you could get them like at Advance or Riley's Auto. If you're in a pinch, it's going to work. But here's the thing. My experience, Dorman parts don't work. They don't hold up, and sometimes they create more issues. I've had a lot of issues with their electronic parts, and just I never had a good experience with Dorman. Maybe some other people have, but for me, definitely not. And if you have a Toyota or any other vehicle, but especially a Toyota, you should not be seeing Dorman parts in your vehicle. Now, another thing to note, and I wish I would have recorded before and after, the engine is quieter. The engine had a noise that made me think that not necessarily the tensioner, but you have worn timing chains, just maybe a little stretch, a little slop on it. That noise is gone. Could have been just that thing dancing around in the filter cap, oil pressure issue. I'm not sure. But all I know is that we have the right part in there and I shouldn't have any more issues. So I'm going to go ahead, double check the oil, top it off because we did lose a little bit. And thank you so much to the viewers for the comments, the emails, all the messages, letting me know about this filter because I totally missed it. I didn't think to look for it. I figured that's what it came with. And yeah, I was definitely wrong. And I'm glad that I can get this engine squared away because I definitely want to hold this for the long run. So thanks for watching and let's keep fixing this truck together.